Okay, so welcome to Pilates with Purpose. Let's start out seated on the mat, grounding through our sit bones, lifting up through the crown of the head. Nice and tall, relaxing shoulders down away from ears. Legs can be crossed or extended out in front. Hands either cupped in the lap or resting on the knee. We're going to close our eyes. Let's just take 3 deep inhales in through the nose. Audible exhale. Just let the day release. Deep inhale in. Exhale it all out. One more breath. Deep inhale in. Exhaling it all out. Let's just begin to clear the mind from the day. And just focus on sitting on our mat and calming our breath. Clearing our mind and calming our breath. Maybe the mind is noticing some areas of the body, holding on to any tension. As we breathe, let's breathe into that area or those areas that we're noticing. And if the mind begins to wander, let it wander momentarily and then bring your focus back to your breath. Let's gently take the right ear towards that right shoulder. Let's just hold here for a couple breaths, feeling nice stretch in the opposite side of the neck. Gently returning head back to center. We'll drop that left ear over towards that left shoulder. Relaxing shoulders away from the ears, drawing the shoulder blades down the back, holding this for a couple breaths. Turning head back to center. Let's gently tuck that chin towards the chest, dropping that head. Pulling shoulders down and away, feeling a nice stretch in the back of the neck. And then gently drawing a line with the nose up towards the ceiling. Chest open, heart open. Holding here for a couple breaths. Inhaling love, exhaling love. do a couple gentle neck rolls. So we're going to take that nose and start drawing a line with that nose towards that right shoulder, down towards the floor, over towards the left, back up. Just going at your own pace. Moving with intention. We'll hold it at the top and reverse it in the opposite direction. Pausing at the top, let's take another deep inhale here. Exhaling it out. Returning head back to center, eyes remaining closed. Today's reading is Value the Power of Seeing. I have learned a valuable tool. It is one of the easiest and most powerful tools I've been given. I call it the power of seeing. It is a simple act of observing myself, what I do, how I react, how I respond to others. It is particularly useful in situations that have gotten confused or sticky and I don't know what to do to become unstuck. When I feel overwhelmed or a situation gets too difficult and I can't see my way through, I watch myself. It helps. Learn to observe yourself. Let yourself really see and be present in the moment in the situation you're in. Watch yourself as a neutral observer would, without judgment. Try to see the other person in the same way. Watch how the two of you interact, respond to each other. Watch yourself, think and feel. See the actions you take. You don't have to talk about what you're doing. It's better if you don't. Just stay with yourself, do it once, do it twice, then do it again. Soon you'll begin to see something else. You'll begin to see the situation change, evolve, take a turn for the better. The power of seeing is one most of us can easily claim. It helps, heals, and sometimes produces miracles. Physicists have decided that the act of observing can impact the behavior, appearance, or energy of whatever is being observed. How we look at someone, including ourselves, can have an impact, cause a change. There's power in seeing. There's even more power in seeing with the eyes of love. Holding here for a couple more rounds of breath. Good, beginning to open the eyes, returning back to the present. Let's just take an inhale up with the hands, reaching fingertips towards that ceiling, pressing palms together in prayer and bringing them to heart center. Let's bow our heads. Taking a deep breath here and setting an intention for our practice today. Maybe it's just to forget about the day or focus on stretching the body, working the body, the mind, the spirit. Whatever it is, let's just take a deep inhale to seal our intention. Deep inhale in, audible exhale out. Good, we'll extend the legs nice and long on the mat. Slight bend in the knees since we're just warming up. Deep inhale in, grounding through those sits bones. And exhale, folding forward, chest falling towards those thighs. Head is nice and heavy. Just hold here for a couple rounds of breath. Deep inhale in. Feeling the ribs expand. Exhaling out, trying to sink a little deeper into that stretch. Your legs are slightly bent, maybe trying to extend those legs a little further out. Deep inhale, on the exhale, sinking deeper, letting the hands fall either on the shins, ankles, or maybe the backs of the feet. Breathing in and breathing out, sinking into the stretch. Good, slowly walking those hands up the knees. Let's make our way onto our hands and knees for some cat-cow. So we want to make sure those shoulders are over the wrists, fingers are spread nice and wide, legs are about hip distance, and we're pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, drawing that navel to spine. Crown of the head is reaching nice and long. We're going to take an inhale, drop that belly, curl that tailbone, lift that head. Exhale, begin to tuck that tailbone, rounding through the spine, pressing through each fingertips and the tops of the toes. Then inhale, drop into cow. Exhale into cat, just moving at your own pace. Beginning to warm up that spine. Find a neutral position, nice flat back. We're going to extend the right leg nice and long. Toes pressing into the mat. We're just going to press back on that heel so we give ourselves a nice calf stretch. Drawing that navel to spine, chest is nice and open, eyes looking down towards the front of your mat, and drawing that shoulder blades down the back. I'm just going to gently press that heel back and then rock it forward. Inhale forward, exhale as you press back. So again, moving at your own pace. Trying not to sink in this upper body, so really lifting through the chest, pressing through the fingertips. Good, let's find stillness here. We're gonna lift that right leg up, toes pointed. Just finding our balance here, drawing that navel to spine. Let's just hold this for a couple breaths. Good, and then lifting that opposite arm, left hand reaches, fingertips nice and long, shoulder drawing away from the ear. I'm just gonna hold this for a couple breaths. And then slightly bring that arm out and the leg out, away from the body about 3 inches. Again, deep inhale through the nose. Exhaling through the nose or through the mouth. Good, we're turning hand and leg back to center. We'll drop the knee and drop that hand down. Readjusting. Let's take that left heel back. We're just gonna press into that heel, pressing through the fingertips, and then rock it forward gently. Exhale it back, pressing through the heel, just doing a nice stretch in that calf. Good, returning to neutral. We're gonna lift that left leg up, hips are square to the mat. Hold this for a couple breaths. And then lift that right hand up, fingertips pointing away. Lots of energy shooting out from the fingertips and the backs of the toes. Nice straight line, drawing that navel to spine. Just holding this for a couple breaths. And then gently bringing the leg and the arm out about 3 inches, just making a nice diagonal with that arm and leg. Good, returning leg back to center, back down to the mat, hand lowers down. Let's curl the toes, tuck those toes under, pressing through the fingertips. We're gonna lift up from the hips, nice generous bend in the knees into downward facing dog. Let's just begin to walk our dog, so we're alternating the heel lifts. Elbow creases facing forward, shoulder blades drawing down the back. Again, just moving at your own pace. Head is heavy, letting gravity take over. Eyes just looking down between both the feet towards the back end of your mat. Let's bend those knees generously, pressing the chest towards those thighs. Holding this for a couple breaths. And then lifting up through the hips, trying to press those heels towards the mat. They do not need to touch. Just trying to reach those heels towards the mat. Lifting from the hips, head is heavy, chest pressing towards those thighs. Couple breaths here. Pressing evenly into each fingertip, shoulder blade drawing down the back of the back. Let's gently walk the hands towards the feet. We're just going to hang here for ragdoll. So grabbing opposite elbow, we're just going to do a gentle sway side to side, slight bend in the knee. Nice sway. Head is nice and heavy. Shaking the head, yes. Shaking it, no. Let's release the arms. We're going to bring the feet together. Again, little bend in the knee. Let's just take the arms, wrap them behind the knees. Let that head hang heavy. Take a deep inhale here. On the exhale, try to lift up through those hips, straightening those legs out without blocking those knees. And just let the chest fall towards those thighs. Holding here for a couple breaths. Deep inhale, on the exhale, squeezing the backs of the legs, trying to press that chest closer towards the thigh. Let's release the arms. Let the arms be nice and heavy. We're going to draw that navel to spine, slight bend in the knee as we slowly round up, nice and slow, one vertebra at a time. Good, coming all the way up to standing. Let's just do a couple shoulder rolls, up and back. Shoulders come up towards the ears, squeezing those shoulder blades behind, dropping down, rounding forward. Good, and then we'll reverse. So we're going to squeeze those shoulder blades in, lift those shoulders up, drop it down, rounding forward. Good, let's take the feet about mat distance apart. Toes are facing forward, drawing that navel to spine. Let's inhale that right arm up, lifting nice and tall, reaching through the fingertips. Exhale, just let that left arm slide down the leg, and we're just gonna reach. So your fingertips are reaching towards the corner of the room, so you don't want to collapse in that upper body. You want to feel a nice stretch in the right side of the body, maybe a slight bend in the knees. Deep inhale here. And then exhale, reach and sink a little farther into that stretch. Good. We'll inhale, lifting that arm up, lowering down. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, reach it over towards the right side. Chest is nice and open. Shoulders are square, hips are square. Looking up towards the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale, reach. Inhale, maybe lengthen up a little bit. And then exhale, sinking further. Good. Coming back up to center. Just bring the feet in a little bit. We're going to bring those arms out to a T. We're going to inhale as we lift through the crown. And exhale, twisting over towards the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist towards the opposite side. Going at your own pace, nice and slow. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Trying to keep those hips facing forward. So there's just a nice rotation in that spine. Grounding through the feet. Should be able to wiggle the toes. Really pressing through the heel and the ball of the foot. Shoulders drawing down away from the ears. Good, let's lower the hands down to the side. We'll bring the feet closer in together. We're gonna inhale, the arms up. Exhale, press down, palms reaching down towards the ground. Let's bring the arms out to the side. We're gonna inhale as we round the back, bend the knees, and the tops of the hands press together. And then inhale as you open up cactus arms, opening up that chest. Inhale, round it forward. Exhale, lift, straighten the knees, open up that chest, open up the heart. Inhale, round. Exhale, open, leading from the chest. Exhale, round, sinking back in those hips. Exhale, open. Inhale, round. Exhale, open. Good. Let's lower the hands down towards the side. We're going to take the right foot towards the front of the mat. And left leg behind, heel up. We're going to place the hand on the hips. Hips are square. Knees over that ankle. We're going to inhale. And then exhale, sink down. So we're bending in that back leg and the front knee. And then we're going to lift. We're just going to lower and lift. Bring the arms down to the side. Lift. Lower. On the lift, lift the arms up. Shoulder height. Lower and lift. Drawing the navel to spine. And lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Trying to reach that back knee towards the mat. Just kind of hovering there. We can hold it here. Place the hands on the hip. We'll hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it up. Let's straighten that back leg. Maybe step that back leg back a little bit so we're in a nice high lunge. So we're going to bend into that front knee. Knee is pressing towards the pinky toe. Hips are square. Let's inhale the arms up. Bring hands together in prayer. Lower them to heart center. We're going to inhale as we lift. Exhale as you twist over that front knee. And we'll just hold this for a couple breaths, pressing through that extended leg, the back of the heel. Couple breaths. Good. Untwisting, we're going to lower the hands down towards the mat. Hands are framing that front foot. Let's plant that left palm next to the right foot, and we're going to inhale as we lift the right hand fingertips up towards the ceiling for a nice twist, opening up that chest. Press through that back heel, drawing that navel to spine. Couple breaths here. Now let's take that arm that's extended, we're going to reach it overhead. And we're going to pull back from that elbow, like there's a string pulling that elbow back so we're opening up that chest. And then reach the arm nice and long. Reach that elbow back, open that chest, extend the arm nice and long. Open and extend, pull it back. Extend, one more, reaching it back, extend. Let's lower that hand down to the outside of that right foot. We're going to take that right foot and press it back. So we're in a nice high plank. Pressing through the heels, don't lock the elbows. Drawing that navel to spine. Let's hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to lower the knees nice and wide. Big toes touch. We're going to press those hips back for our first active child's pose. Walking those fingertips out. Letting the chin fall and the chest fall towards the mat, not the forehead yet. Let's just hold this for a couple breaths. Deep inhale. On the exhale, try to sink those hips closer, or the bum closer to the heels. Good, now let's lower the forehead down to the mat, and we're just gonna give the forehead a nice massage, rocking it side to side. Returning head back to center. Just hold this for 2 more breaths. Good, let's tend the fingertips. Walk the fingertips back towards the knees. We're gonna pull those knees in nice and close, coming back to that tabletop position. Let's extend the right leg nice and long, pressing evenly into both fingertips, drawing that navel to spine. We're going to inhale as we draw that knee towards that forehead, rounding in the spine. And then exhale, extending that leg nice and long. Inhale, round. Exhale, extend. Inhale, round. Exhale, extend. Inhale, drawing that knee towards that nose. Pressing through the fingertips. Exhale, extend nice and long. Let's lower that right leg down. Extend that left leg nice and long. Same thing. We're going to inhale as we draw that knee towards the nose. Exhale, extend it nice and long. Really pressing through those toes as we extend that leg. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Inhale, drawing it in, rounding in that spine. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, round. Exhale, lengthen. Do one more. Inhale, knees towards nose. Exhale, extend nice and long. Lowering that knee down. Curling those toes under again. Pressing up to downward facing dog. Lifting through the hips. Trying to press those heels towards the mat. Head is nice and heavy. Just hold this for a couple breaths. Shoulder blades drawing down the back. Let's lift that left leg up to three-legged dog. We're gonna pull that knee in, plant the foot in between the hands, coming back up to that high lunge now, opposite side. Pulling that extended leg in a little bit, we're gonna lower and lift. Shoulders relaxed, navel to spine. Good. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lowering the arms down to the side as we lift, bringing hands up, palms facing down, just to shoulder height. And lift, and lower, and lift. Drawing that knee towards that pinky toe. There's some resistance in that front leg. Pressing out. Good. Lowering down, we'll hold this, hands on the hips for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's extend that leg nice and long. Inhale the arms up, palms together, bringing hands to heart center. We're gonna inhale as we lift. Exhale as we twist over that front knee. Palms staying close to heart center. Pressing through that back heel. Navel drawing into spine. Pressing into both hands. Keep the breath going. One more breath. Good, taking both hands down on each side of that left foot. Planting that right hand down, fingertips spread nice and wide, pressing into each fingertip. Inhale as we extend that left arm up towards the ceiling. Again, pressing through that back heel, drawing that navel to spine, looking up towards the hand, holding for a couple breaths. Good, now we're gonna extend that arm nice and long overhead and then pull back from that elbow, opening up that chest and reach and extend back and reach, pull it back and reach, extend, reach, extend. Let's lower that hand down. We're gonna take that left foot, bring it back up to that high plank, not making sure not to lock those elbows. Press through the heels, navel to spine. If there's any pressure in that lower back, just gently lift those hips slightly. Head nice and long, shoulder blades pulling down, shoulders away from the ears. We'll hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sending those knees nice and wide, big toes touch. Press that bum towards the heels, walking fingertips nice and long on the mat. Lower that forehead. Nice child's pose. Let's hold this for a couple breaths. Let's gently walk the fingertips over towards the right side of the mat. So left hand is going to rest on top of that right. Even distribution in those hips. Maybe walking those fingertips a little further. So deep inhale here. On the exhale, sinking deeper, feeling a nice stretch in the left side body. We'll just hold it here for a couple breaths. Good, gently walking those hands back to center, lowering that forehead back down. We'll stay here for one breath. Good, walking fingertips over to the left side of the mat. Right hand resting on top of that left. Deep inhale here. On the exhale, sinking in those hips, bum towards the heels. Left right hand walks out a little further so you feel a nice stretch in that right side body. Good, walking fingertips back to center. We'll stay here for one breath. Good, tenting those fingers. We'll walk the fingertips up as we begin to make our way onto a seated position on the mat. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to prepare for hundreds. So feet are about hip distance apart. Navel drawing back towards the spine. Arms reaching nice and long. Shoulder height. Shoulders drawing away from the ears. Inhale as we prepare. Exhale, draw that navel to spine. Good, keeping that contraction in our transverse muscles. We're going to inhale as we lift. Exhale as we sink back to our shaky point. Again, watching our cervical spine, so imagine holding that little tomato or orange under the chin. We're going to hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift, sit up nice and tall. Again, inhale, prepare. Exhale, draw that navel to spine. Good, inhale, lift. Exhale, again, holding to our shaky point. Shoulders relaxed, eyes on thighs. Holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit up nice and tall. Taking 10 counts to make our way all the way to flat back. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, sink it back for 10, 9, 8. Trying not to rock side to side, slowly lowering. Nice and controlled in that upper torso. Good, 8, 9, 10. Lower that head down and rest. Let's just take the legs nice and long. Point the toes. Let's inhale the arms up towards the ceiling, reaching, hands behind, palms facing up. Just wiggling the fingers and toes, maybe pointing and flexing, just a nice stretch. You can take the legs a little wider than the mat, arms can come out, so we're making a nice cross with our body, the arms and the legs. And just take some deep breaths here. Good, bringing the arms back down towards the side of our mat. We're gonna plant the feet and lift those legs either to tabletop, or we can extend them up in that Pilates stance, extended heels pressing towards ceiling, or we can lower maybe 45 degrees without creating an arch in that lower back. We want that lower back imprinted. We're gonna lift the head and shoulders, hands come up to the side, squeezing fingertips. We're going to inhale for 5 counts and exhale for 5 as we begin to pulse from the palms to the back of the arms. So it's inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway done. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Eyes are on the thighs. One more set. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, hug the knees in nice and tight, lower the head, rock it side to side for a nice spine massage. Good job. Woo. Good, now extending legs nice and long on the mat. We're gonna bend that right knee in, extend it up towards the ceiling and rotate that leg out, toes pointed. If that extended leg is tight, the hamstrings are tight, you can bend that left leg. Pressing palms into the mat, shoulder blades, holding that little tomato under the chin. We're gonna inhale as we cross over that center line, exhale as we circle around, creating those little circles. Inhale, exhale, hold. Inhale, exhale, hold. Again, inhale, exhale, hold. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhale, exhale, hold. One more, inhale, exhale, hold it at the top. We're gonna reverse it. All the movement's coming out of that right hip. Left hip is nice and quiet. So press into those fingers, the palms, and press into the shoulder blades. Inhale, the leg drops out. Exhale, as it circles around and holds at the top. Inhale, exhale through the mouth and hold. Again, 3, 4, 5, 6, we'll do 2 more, 7, 8, good. Bend that knee in, give it a nice hug, and then just rotate that ankle around a little bit. And then the opposite direction. Good, taking that right leg now, either extending it nice and long on the mat, foot is flexed, bend that left knee in towards the chest, extending foot up towards the ceiling, rotating that leg out. Hips are nice and square, shoulders are square. We're keeping a nice box in our upper torso. Pressing through the palms and the shoulder blades. Inhale as you cross over that center line, exhale around and hold. Little circles about the size of a little salad plate. So it's inhale, exhale, hold at the top. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Couple more. Really pointing that toe, making sure there's rotation in that leg. Good, holding at the top. We're gonna reverse it. Inhale, leg drops away, circles around and hold. Inhale, exhale as it crosses over the center line, hold at the top. Inhale, exhale, hold. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, holding there, bend that knee in, give it a nice hug, rotate that ankle. Good, then opposite direction. Let's prepare for roll up. So we're gonna extend those legs nice and long, feet together in Pilates stance. We really wanna squeeze the heels, squeeze the calves, the thighs, and tighten those glutes. Draw that navel to spine. So we inhale, prepare. Exhale, activate that core. Draw that navel to spine. Let's lift the hands up towards the ceiling, palms facing forward. We inhale as we prepare. Exhale as we begin to peel the head, shoulders, and spine slowly off the mat. We're creating a nice C curve in that spine. If we were against the wall, that lower back is pressing into the wall. We're leaning over a barrel. We inhale at the top, and then we exhale. We slowly roll back, one vertebra at a time, nice and slow and controlled, trying not to wobble in that upper torso. Hands reach nice and long, palms facing up. Inhale, lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you begin to peel that head, shoulders, really squeezing through the heels, the legs, tightening the glutes to help get you up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, rounding back, drawing back from the spine. So you're really pulling through that spine, nice and slow. One vertebra at a time. Good, reaching arms nice and long. We'll do a couple more. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, peel the head, Lift that upper torso, rounding through the spine. Inhale at the top, and exhale, peeling it back, squeezing that lower body to help you get down. Good. Inhale. Exhale, peel. Rounding. Good. Inhale at the top. And exhale, drawing that spine back, pulling it towards the mat, nice and slow and controlled. Let's just reach nice and long, separate those legs, nice stretch here. Couple breaths. Let's plant the feet on the mat. We're going to take the arms out to a T. We're just going to let the legs drop over towards the right. Eyes are looking towards that left hand. You can take that right heel and rest it on top of that left knee for an added stretch. We'll just hold this for a couple breaths. Good, returning legs back to center. Let's uncross that right heel. Readjust those hips, taking that left heel over that right knee. Let's take the hands. We're going to thread our hands through that leg for figure four. I'm just going to do a nice gentle stretch on the back of that right thigh. Deep inhale here. Exhale, drawing that thigh towards the chest. Again, holding a little ball under that chin, keeping a nice cervical nod so we're not overextending that neck and arching that neck. Maybe using that left elbow to press on that inner left thigh and a gentle pull on the back of the right thigh, feeling a nice hamstring stretch. Couple breaths. One more. Good, let's lower that right foot down, uncross that left. Arms come back out to a T. We're gonna inhale as we drop the legs over towards the left. Head looks towards that right hand. We take that left ankle rested on top of that right knee. Just holding here for a couple breaths. Both shoulders pressing into the mat. Good, bringing the legs up back to center. Let's uncross. We're going to take that right ankle on top of that left knee. Take the hands, thread the hands through, gently pressing on that left thigh. Deep inhale here. Exhale, pulling that thigh towards the chest. Maybe using that right elbow to press into that right thigh. Really opening up that hip flexor. Feet can be flexed, deep breath. Again, remembering to hold a little ball or orange under the chin. Nice hamstring and glute stretch. Good. Let's lower that left leg, lower the right foot down. I just want to check the time. We're good. So let's prepare for single leg stretch. So the next couple exercises, head and shoulders are lifted off the mat. If your neck is feeling any kind of tension or pressure, you can lower it at any time. Once we build those transverse muscles up, it'll help us hold that head and shoulder blades up. So we're going to lift the legs up to tabletop. We're going to place the hands on the ankles. We're gonna extend that right leg nice and long, pressing through the toes. Take that right hand, place it on top of that left knee. Elbows are nice and wide. Let's inhale, prepare. Exhale, draw that navel to spine. Eyes are on thighs. Inhale, we give a little gentle pull on that left knee, and then exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Good, nice and slow and controlled. The hip, the knee, and the ankle are in one straight line. Each leg's on its own track. Gentle pull on that knee as you press through that extended leg, the toes, and then switch. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Bend those knees in nice and tight. Lower the head. Rock it side to side. Good. Let's prepare for double leg stretch. So we press those heels together, feet in the Pilates stance. Feet are about this distance apart. We're going to place the hands on top of the ankles. Inhale as we extend the legs out and reach the arms back. So we're creating a nice V. Pressing through the heels, reaching through the fingertips. Exhale, circle the arms around, bend those knees in, hug it nice and tight. Inhale, extend and reach. Exhale, circle it around, hug it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, circle it around, hug it in. Inhale, reach the heels and fingertips to where the wall and the ceiling meet. Good. Exhale, circle it around, hug it in. Inhale, reach. Hold, hold, hold. Circle it around on the exhale, pull it in. Let's do this again. We're going to hold it for a couple counts. Inhale, reach and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circle it around, hug it in, lower the head, rock it side to side. Good. Lifting the head and the shoulders back up. Let's extend the feet up towards the ceiling, feet in the Pilates stance, squeezing those heels together. We're going to cup the hands, place it on the back of the skull, elbows in our peripheral. Inhale as we prepare. Exhale, draw that navel to spine, activating that core. Inhale as we begin to drop the heels for a 3 count. 1, 2, 3, without arching that lower back. And then exhale for 1 count and hold, really pressing through those heels. So it's inhale, lower, 2, 3, exhale, come up and hold. Inhale, lower, 2, 3, exhale, come up and hold. Inhale, lower, 2, 3, exhale, press it up and hold. 2 more. Inhale, lower, 2, 3, exhale, come up and hold. 1 more. Inhale, lower, 2, 3, exhale, come up and hold. Bend the knees in, lower the head, rock it side to side. Let's prepare for scissors. So we're going to extend that right leg up towards the sky, the ceiling or sky. We're going to extend that left leg nice and long. We're going to grab onto the back of the calf or the thigh, not the knee. Elbows are nice and wide. We're going to inhale as we gently pull that leg towards our forehead. Inhale, and then exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Nice and slow. Those legs are on their own track. Good. Keep the breath going. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose. Nice lateral breathing in Pilates. Exhaling through the mouth. We'll do 1 more set. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Bend the knees in. Rock it side to side. Lower that head. Final exercise. Crisscross. So we're going to bring those legs up to tabletop, cupping the hands behind the skull, elbows nice and wide. We're going to extend that right leg out. We're going to inhale, lift that right armpit towards that left knee, and then exhale, switch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lift. Lifting from the armpit, not reaching that elbow towards the knee. Good. Keep it going. Couple more. Really lifting from that armpit. Twisting. Good. Bend the knees in. Rock it side to side. Great job. Whew. We'll cross one ankle over the other. We're going to gently rock up and down, back and forth until we come up to a nice seated position. We'll do a nice spine stretch before we prepare for shavasana. So taking the legs a little beyond mat distance apart, the feet are flexed. Let's take the arms out to the side. We'll do soft first and then we'll do a nice spine stretch. So grounding through those sits bones, feet are flexed. We're going to inhale as we twist and eyes follow this back hand as it lifts, and we pulse for 1, 2, 3, leaning over that barrel. Inhale, lift up nice and tall. Exhale, twist, eyes following that hand, and reach, reach, reach. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Relax those shoulders. Exhale and twist. And reaching that pinky finger towards that pinky toe. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale and twist and round, leaning over that barrel. Reach, reach. Sit up nice and tall. Relax the hands. Bringing arms out in front, palms facing forward. We're going to inhale as we prepare. Exhale as we drop that chin towards chest, and we just round, dropping that head, rounding through the spine, not collapsing in the upper body. So we're really rounding, like we're leaning over that barrel again. And then inhale, sit up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, drop that chin. Exhale as we round it forward. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, drop that chin, round it forward. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Again, if you're against the wall, that lower back is pressing into the wall. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, drop that chin, round it forward. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, round. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Let's lower the hands down to the side. Let's extend the legs nice and long. We're going to do that first stretch we did in the beginning to see how better our flexibility has become through this past hour or so. It's like bending the knees. Inhale, lift the arms up, relax the shoulders. Exhale, forward fold, chest towards those thighs. Maybe you can reach the feet, extending those legs out. If your hands can reach the backs of the feet, maybe press the backs of the palms against the feet. You're going to inhale here. Exhale, sink deeper and press through the balls of the feet into the wrists and the palms. Feeling a nice stretch in that back body. Head is nice and heavy. Deep breath here. Exhale, sinking deeper. Let's gently walk the hands up the legs. We're going to pull the feet in together. Try and press those heels as close as we can to the body, pressing through those inner thighs, lifting through the chest. We're going to take an inhale as we lift. Exhale as we lean forward, leading with the heart. And maybe using those arms to press down on those inner thighs. Eyes looking down towards the front of your mat. Shoulder blades drawing down the back, shoulders away from the ears. Let's just hold this for a couple breaths. Nice hip opener. And on the exhale, trying to sink deeper into the stretch. Take one more breath. Sitting up nice and tall, grabbing on to the feet, maybe cupping, interlacing those hands together and cupping the foot. We're going to take an inhale as we lift. On the exhale, drop that chin towards chest and round through the spine. Head's nice and heavy, drops towards the feet. Again, trying to press down on those, either the shins or the inner thighs. Deep breath here. Exhale as we sink deeper into the stretch. Good, gently rounding up nice and slow and controlled, one vertebra at a time. Let's make our way onto our backs for a nice shavasana. So spreading out nice and long on your mat. Legs about mat distance apart, just let the ankles roll out, arms out by the side, away from the body, palms facing up. Again, gentle tuck of that chin so we're not overextending that neck. And we'll prepare for shavasana. Beginning to bring your attention back to the mat. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes. Take an inhale as we extend the arms up and overhead. Nice stretch, like we're just waking up. Deep breath here. Keeping eyes closed, pressing your way to fetal position either side of the mat. Just pausing here for a couple breaths. Remembering in this fetal position how important it is for us to nurture not only our bodies, but our mind and our spirit. Remembering that at any time we can return to the mat and give ourselves exactly what we need. Gently making your way up to a seated position, eyes remain closed. Pressing palms together, hands at heart center. Bowing our heads. Taking this time to thank ourselves for the time that we made today to care for our entire being, our mind, our body, and our spirit. Thanking our body for all it's capable of, all it does to get us through each and every day. I thank you for this time you spent with me. The love and light within me honors the love and the light within each and every one of you. Namaste.